Firstly, a little bit about the Water Research Commission. I'll be very brief about this. Is that it is a dedicated national water research entity. This is quite a unique formula. There are about 12 or so of us in the world. We're not funded via government and a parliamentary grant. We're actually funded by the sector. So the South African water sector pays for its own R&D. This is a very interesting formula. We have aspirations, and our aspiration is to be South Africa's premier water knowledge hub, and I don't think we're too far away from there, because ourselves, together with several partners, many of whom are in this room, managed to make this real. And our job really is to contribute solutions to the South African, African, and global water challenges through R&D. And we want to do this with new knowledge, with converting that knowledge into products and services that go into the economy, as well as developing capability and human capital to be able to do this, all of which are the problems that you're going to be discussing in deep detail over the next couple of days. But I do want to introduce you to a picture, because you would have heard the other stuff before. And this is something in the WRC that we call the knowledge tree. And the knowledge tree is a very important concept to us, and this is the cornerstone of our 5-year strategy over the next 5 years. And it's about saying that developing the knowledge is not enough, that we have to complete the tree. That the knowledge that we create, in addition to the new products and services for the economy that I spoke to you about, we need to be informing with the work that we do, decision-making and policy-making in our environments. Whatever those environments are, they may be at local level, they may be at national level, sometimes they're international levels, sometimes they're regional level. Whatever those levels are, and whoever those players are, we need to inform their decision-making with good scientific information. We need to at all times contribute to sustainable development solutions. We need to build human capital in the science sectors and the water sectors. But these two other ones we don't talk about too much. And I think that the FSM community probably is a little bit ahead of the rest of us when it comes to this. That the interventions that we make must be interventions that are in partnership with communities. The communities cannot be the object of our intervention alone. While that is useful in some domains, in most domains it's not. So the interaction, the paradigm of the interaction has to be an engagement with those communities, so those communities are left empowered beyond just receiving another service. And I think there are some wonderful case studies in the FSM environment that talk to this in a very, very potent way. And the last but not least, in the South African environment, and I don't think it's unique to the South African environment, is that we must contribute our efforts to the national transformation and redress agenda. Because as the folk at WSSD talked about this very explicitly, when we organize ourselves to empower communities and deal with poverty in a sustainable development paradigm is when we are on the right pathway to sustained development.